Hi, my name is Habiba and welcome to another exciting segment of Habiba's Canadian Journey. If this is your first time of watching, please don't forget to subscribe. It's very easy to do. Just hit the subscribe button. You'll be glad you did. So today, I'm going to be talking about a brand new immigration stream. And when I say brand new, I mean brand new. This stream started on the 2nd of January 2021. So this stream is about 2 weeks old. It's brand new and I thought this is a good time to talk about it. So drum rolls please. I'm going to be talking about the priority skills stream in, can anybody guess the province? If you guessed Newfoundland, you guessed right. So the priority skills stream in Newfoundland. So let's get started. So you might be thinking, why is she saying Newfoundland and not Newfoundland? Yes, it is spelled as Newfoundland, but it's actually pronounced Newfoundland. Okay, so just a little trivia there. Now, the priority skill, like I said, brand new, started on the 2nd of January, and it's for Newfoundland. Newfoundland is one of the smallest provinces in Canada. In fact, the second smallest province. It's only larger than PEI, and it has about 520,000 residents currently. Newfoundland is located in the easternmost part of Canada, so complete opposite from BC, which is in the west. Okay, and they started this new priority stream. So let's talk about this stream really quick. Now, the first thing you need to consider for this stream is if you have work experience, at least 12 months work experience in any of the in-demand occupations of this stream. Okay, now for this particular stream, the priority stream, there's two. There's the academic pathway and the in-demand work pathway. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about the academic pathway because this is for foreign workers overseas and you don't need a job offer for this. So for the in-demand pathway, you must have at least 1 year work experience, and this is extremely important in any of the in-demand occupations. Okay, and these in-demand occupations are sometimes called specialized skills. So there are different categories. There's specialized skills in health. So for instance, if you're a registered nurse or if you're a physician and you have experience as a pathologist or as obstetrics at O&G. Okay, so as a pathologist, you have experience O&G or family medicine. You're going to see the NOCs and the job titles on the screen. Please go through it. If you have experience in any of this occupation, then you might be eligible. Okay, there's also the criteria for IT and engineering. So you have experience as a electrical engineer or mechanical engineer, or as an IT specialist, a software developer or UI UX developer, artificial intelligence. You have all those technical skills, then this is for you. Also for people with agriculture and aquaculture experience, so you have experience as a site manager or as an oceanographer, please look at the NOCs. I'm also going to put the link so you can actually look at the job titles, the occupations or the NOC, and see if it refers to you. Okay, so that's the main thing to consider for this stream. So you've considered this. If you have at least 1 year work experience in any of these NOCs, then and only then can you move further. Okay, the second criteria for this, once you've considered this, is the language proficiency exam. So of course, again, we're talking about language proficiency. Like I said, thinking of coming to Canada as a skilled worker, honestly, you cannot run away from this language proficiency. But the good thing about this is that the band required here is slightly lower than the usual. So for here to be eligible, you need at least a CLB 5. At the CLB 5, that's even lower than, you know, the federal express entry. Now, between me and you, I don't understand why the language proficiency band here is really low, because I'm thinking to myself, this stream, they say, is for specialized skills, you know. So if you can go to school and pass your course in artificial intelligence or in electrical engineering, then you should be able to, you know, aim high for IELTS. But anyways, that's just me thinking. So the minimum here for the English language exam, or the language exam, is a CLB 5. However, again, when I say minimum, please don't just focus on minimum. Try and get more points if you can, because everything here is point based. So the more points you have, the better. The higher the points, the better. Number 3, and very important, and one of the reasons I really like this stream, is the age. So to be eligible for this stream, you need a minimum. You need to be 21 years of age, okay? And I like this stream because this stream favors older people. So for this stream, you get the maximum points when you're between 31 and 40 years old. And for this stream, you can be 59 years of age and you will still get some points. You'll still get some, you know, valid points. So if you know anybody that has experience in this area, they want to come to Canada, but they're sometimes discouraged because of the age, you know, the age range, please, you can tell them about this stream, because this stream favors older people. So you can apply for this stream even if you're 60 and above. You will not get points if you're 60 and above, but you might still get points for the other criteria. Okay, so this is a good stream. Another very important criteria for this, and I think this is the first time I've seen this, is that you must be willing to live permanently in Newfoundland. In fact, when I was doing my research during the week and I saw this permanent, I had to go back and read it again, because like I said, this is the first time I'm seeing it. For other PMP streams, what they usually say is applicants should be willing to reside in that particular residence. But for this one, they actually said you must be willing to permanently willing to reside. And I'm like, okay, this is something to take note of, because I don't know, but I'm just thinking now, this is me just thinking that since they put this permanently, if you are eligible and you're successful, you get to the final bit and you're successful, maybe, I'm just saying, maybe before they give you your visa, you might have to sign something to say you're going to permanently stay here. I'm just thinking out loud. So if this is you, please, you consider that. If you're the kind of person that likes, you know, big cities, Ontario, Vancouver, those kind of cities, you might want to think about this before you create your expression of interest profile here, because Newfoundland is pretty small. And in fact, when you want to travel from Nova Scotia to Newfoundland, you actually have to use a ferry. So it's those kind of areas. So please have this at the back of your mind, okay? I have some friends in Lagos who think that even Abuja is boring or too laid back for them. If you're this kind of person, then Newfoundland might not be for you, okay? So let's continue talking about the criteria. So you should be at least 21 years old. You should have at least 1 year work experience in this NOCs. I'm going to put the link in the description. You should have your IELTS, your language proficiency exam, with a minimum of a band 5. You should be willing as well to permanently reside in Newfoundland. You should also have your educational qualifications. And finally, there's a Newfoundland questionnaire grade, and you must score, the minimum you must score is 60. Okay, better if you score more, but the minimum is 60. So that is it for the criteria. We're going to move on to the next stage. So now you've met the criteria and you want to move forward. The next thing to do is to create an expression of interest profile. Now, please stay with me and listen carefully, because creating the expression of interest profile for Newfoundland is a bit different than other PMPs, okay? The expression of interest profile here is in stages, so they're different processes, okay? So when you start to create the profile, the first thing you're gonna meet is, or you're gonna be given, is a questionnaire grid, okay? And for this questionnaire is point-based, and there's gonna be 5 questions or 5 topics. You're gonna be asked a question about your age, okay? Question about the number of years of work experience. You're going to be asked about if you have family ties in Newfoundland. You're also going to be asked about your language proficiency exams and educational qualifications, okay? And then you'll be graded, okay? Now, for here you have to meet the minimum, okay? And after you meet the minimum, depending on your score, the people with high score, so if you have a high score, and how is that high score determined? The computer is computerized to determine if you have a high score. So that high score is not meeting the minimum, but they will have what they're looking for with the high scores. Now, if you get that high scores, you'll be asked for further details, okay? Here you'll be asked for your name, you'll be asked for your country of citizenship. You'll also be asked for your email address and a contact address, a physical address, so your home address, wherever you reside, okay? Very importantly, you will also be asked to submit your resume, your cover letter, okay, and your educational credentials. Again, this is extremely important, and for me, this is something that makes this stream very unique, and I think is a good thing, because since they're going to be asking you for your resume and your cover letter and your credential, you actually show your certificate at this stage. What that means is that your profile is going to be open to employers. Now, before I move any further, before I explain this, getting a job offer is not a criteria for this stream, so don't be scared. However, what the Newfoundland immigration people are saying is that once you create your expression of interest profile and you send this in, you send in a resume, you send in a cover letter and your credentials, your profile would, yes, be open to the immigration departments in Newfoundland. It will also be open to employers in your field that are looking for skills in your field, okay? So what will happen is that the employers will go through your profile. If they see something they like, they can invite you for a virtual interview, or they might even just take your name down or your profile down, and if you're successful and you get into Newfoundland, on arrival, they might call you for an interview or something like that. But I think this is a good thing because it gives, you're showcasing yourself not just to the immigration office, but also to employers. Please note that if you don't get an email or if an employer doesn't contact you, it doesn't mean it's going to hamper your application, okay? But on the other hand, if you're successful and an employer sees what they like in your resume or your profile and they contact you, then it's a good thing. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. So if you're successful, you get your PR, on arrival, an employer contacts you, and who knows, you get a good job on arrival. That's a good thing, okay? So I think this is a very, very interesting immigration stream, so to say. So that's it. You submit your expression of interest profile and you wait. If they see what they like and you're successful, you will then be sent an email and you'll be given instructions on how to move further. So you'll be sent an invitation to apply, and all the documents you need to submit your application with will be emailed to you, okay? And then after that, again, if you're successful and they nominate you, you'll also be contacted and you'll receive your nomination certificate. If you already have an express entry profile at the federal level, you will receive your 600 points. If you don't, no problem. They already have your details. They'll contact you and they'll tell you how to proceed. It's as simple as that, okay? So for me, I think this is exciting. The fact that this stream is just starting, please take advantage. And the instruction from, or the notification from the Newfoundland people is that once they reach their quota, they're going to close for the year. And the quota they want to take this year, it's anywhere between 250 to 350 applicants. So please, the sooner you send in your application, the better. It's brand new. Take advantage of this. And until next time, take care. Hi, my name is Habiba.